Thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Andrew Tawes.
And I'm Captain Willie Dykes. And this week we're going to show you something you don't see every day. We're going to catch some fish and perform surgery on them right there on the boat.
That's right. This you're going to have to see to believe. Now we're going to be targeting weakfish, which also happens to be the state fish of Delaware, but over the years their numbers have been declining dramatically. Now, in order to find out why, first we're going to have to get out there and catch some.
We'll be leaving from the Lewis Harbor Marina this morning on this trip that's being chartered by two researchers from North Carolina State University. And the first thing you'll notice is that they haven't brought along your average fishing gear.
We're trying to get 30 weakfish, and they all have to be above 12 inches of length in order to hold our tags. We make a small incision and do 2 or 3 sutures to keep the tags in. We have a surgery operating table, and we anesthetize them with a form of clove oil.
You heard right. We'll be performing surgery on board to insert small transmitters into the fish's body cavity.
We'll be heading out into the Delaware Bay with a small contingent of anglers who will be helping us catch our subjects. As we reach our destination, the crew gets ready to catch some weakfish.
Mainly we've just been using squid. We're going to try a variation of things, either gulp, the shrimp, the bloodworms. We're just going to experiment a little bit until we figure out what works.
We'll be fishing aboard the Little Angler 2, and this morning starts out great as Captain Brian Waslovic helps net our first weakfish, caught by angler Teresa Laskowski.
It feels great, excited, my heart's beating.
God, that is a taggable fish by the skin of his teeth, dude.
All right.
But we'll sterilize the tag before we actually put a tag in the fish. Yeah, it sends a ping. Each tag sends off a different frequency ping. The receivers that we have out in the bay receive that ping, and it identifies the different frequency with each different fish, so we know what fish it is.
So now preps are underway to perform the operation that will insert the tag. But why study weakfish to begin with?
We just don't know what's happening with the population. We know that the population is in decline. A lot of people used to fish. Delaware Bay used to be the heyday for all these fish. You know, they were everywhere, huge, you know, up to 36 inches, up to 18, 19 pounds, and now we're catching a 13, 14 inch fish, and that's considered large. So we want to know what's happening. Why is this population in decline?
All right, Jacob. You ready to start time? Yeah, he's in the process of becoming anesthetized. I can say I've put a fish to sleep. As we wait for him to go belly up, and then I'll try and stimulate him by just touching him. And if I get no response, he's good to go, and it's just bang, bang, bang.
Weakfish can be found from Nova Scotia to Florida, and they get their name because of the weak muscles around their mouth. And now this one is ready for the operating table. A tube is inserted into its mouth to keep water flowing over the gills.
Just adding some chlorhexidine to clean the area.
A small scalpel is used to make an incision into the body cavity, and great care is used to make sure that no organs are disturbed. Then the sterilized tag is inserted.
Tags in. Can you get me the straight forceps? I don't like these as much.
And the incision is sutured up. Total time of the operation, 8 minutes.
I've never seen this before. Very interesting.
Now the fish is placed in a holding tank until it comes to.
Come on, baby. At least we want to keep him on the boat as least amount of time as possible. Right now we're just holding him and watching him just to make sure, because he took a little bit of while to come back from the anesthetic. And then once this fish is released, hopefully he comes around and goes close to one of our receivers, and we download the receivers every 4 to 6 weeks and check where this fish may or may not have come into contact with the receiver, and then we get a handle on where this fish is moving. Releasing our fish right over the side. There we go. And he went down.
You go down?
Yeah. I don't see him.
Hey, Jack is coming over trying to catch my fish.
Luckily for us, other boats in the area have heard that we're taking part in this unique study, because even though we've caught plenty of other species, the weakfish are hard to come by.
I'm gonna nose right up to the transom, just have them pour the fish right into the net.
But the angler radios that it has one on board, and the crew of the Little Angler 2 execute a perfect weakfish transfer.
Thank you, Chris. We'll name the fish after you.
And now the researchers will have one more fish to tag for the day.
There it is.
There we go.
Hey, that's good. Those are good noises.
And she finds second life after surgery.
There are times when it becomes necessary to undertake extraordinary measures to understand the changes occurring to our environment.
All right.
And this has been one of them. Hopefully, the data collected from today's efforts will help us form some strong agenda to help us repopulate the weakfish.
Get outdoors, Delmarva!